Okay, we're back to this mess. Do you notice how I put some foam on here and some tape? Make your studio child-proof, okay? You don't want to hit your head and be cursing everybody, okay? So, and you want things to be comfortable. You want all the switches and stuff like that, and all the plugs where you can reach them so that you're not fighting your equipment. Nothing worse than you go into a studio and you're fighting with the equipment to get it to work. Just horrible. Okay, so what did we say? Look at this flask here. It's gonna work perfect. So that's my go-to flask. 2.5 by 3, I think. Okay, let's get some of these things out of the way. Those are just, oh, there's another base here that I can put up there. There. Okay, let's get, I'm going to be using those. I'm not going to be using that. Okay, I'm going to have every jewelry teacher in America calling me up and saying, why would I do that? I don't weigh my investment. Okay, I'm going to change subject a little bit. We'll get back to the investment in a minute. What was this? Number one? Number one. Okay, you can buy fancy rubber socks here that you can put on there. Never bought one because I use too many different size flasks and I'd have to buy 15 different rubber tubes. Look at that. And you can't write on them. Stop it. Wow, you want something to work when the world's watching? Okay, look at that. I've made the rim of the cup higher, and it'll make sense in a minute. Okay. I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but this is my second whisk. You're going to say, well, that's no achievement. Yeah, it is. I've actually worn out the whisk twice from whisking. That's how long I've had it. Okay, and the one before that, okay, and I've just fixed it up so that I can use it. I mean, it's no badge of honor, but come on, you guys. I mean, I've been whisking? I've been mixing investment since I could bloody stand, okay? 40 years of it. So, and even if you go to the instructions, I could open that box and we can go into the instructions. It'll say at like the fifth line at the end of it how to do it and everything. It'll say, use your common sense and add water or powder if you think it needs it. So what the hell does that mean? And do you know that some places like higher elevations and places with more moisture, you gotta mix it differently? Okay, I know there's 6 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scoops for that flask. Okay? And if I think it's too mine's too, put a little too much water in there. I'm paying attention to the camera more than I am the water. Okay. And I use, and this is a shout out to Ransom and Randall. You have a very forgiving product. It's just fantastic. You notice that I'm just using this for their UltraVest Max. Look, if it's plastic cast or something like that, weigh it out. This is what I'm saying about every instructor and jewelry instructor on the planet is going to be calling me and saying, what kind of a guy am I to give information like that? Of course you can't see it. Oh, look at this. That's in the way. Oh. Into the vacuum machine. Okay, you see that after a few minutes, not a few minutes, a little bit, it starts to get up close to 30 inches of mercury. It starts to rise and it starts to boil. And then you'll want to see it, it's going to almost collapse. See how it just fell there? Okay, that's what you want. Okay, I know it's not really the greatest angle for the vacuum machine, but you just seen it come to the rolling boil. That's vacuum it once. Okay, that's the 3 of them in the cup, and just slowly pour it in. And as you're watching the investment go in, make sure there's no huge lumps or anything like that, and make sure you're watching to see that the pieces don't break off. Fill it up a little bit past the, right to the rim. Okay? Because like in the boil, when you bring this up, like in the first vacuuming, it's going to rise. And that's why the tape's on there. And again, remember what I said, have your shop laid out so it's convenient. Garbage can. Don't have that be going down the sink. Wash out your stuff. Put it away, because you know what? If you're in a studio and you got somebody else, they want to use the equipment too. So it's got to be right. Look at how it's right. That's the edge of the flask. How it's rising. Look at how it's. Imagine that stuff all pouring over. What kind of mess? Look at how much it's gone up now in the last few seconds. Okay. This gets all the bubbles off of the wax patterns. Makes for a nice clean casting. Makes for a nice surface on your waxes. You notice I didn't use any debubbler or anything like that? Nothing. Just get a vacuum machine. Okay, you guys, you see how it comes up like that now? You've seen how it rises, see how it comes up? And it's bubbling now nicely. Don't shake don't shake this too much. If you want to, I've seen it all for all the years. People like to touch it a little bit and do that. No big deal, but you shouldn't really, okay? So there it is. It's up to the rolling boil, and I'm happy with that. It's been a few, well, half a minute. Okay? And that now, it'll drop back down to the rim. Okay? And of course I'm doing this with one hand holding the camera. Okay, look at that. Now I've been places where, oh my God, you couldn't touch the vacuum machine. Oh, you're not allowed to move these. Well, how the hell am I going to do the 4 or 5 extra that I got to do? Pick it up, move it, and don't touch it. You know it's number 1. Because when that hardens, you're going to scrape a number 1 on there, clean it off, put it in the oven. Okay, you guys. Okay, that's going to be a long enough video, I think. So now you're going to get the picture of the whole cycle of things. Well, not the whole cycle of the things. From why I make the silicone jeweler's molds, and then the waxes come out of them, and then how I get the wax into the oven. So I got to invest them. I talked about the flasks. I showed you in the investing. I showed you mixing the investment, and sorry to everybody that I didn't use a scale. I just don't anymore, and I showed you the reason why. I've been doing it for 40 years. I can see what I want, and I know my product. I know what this can do, and I buy the same product. If you find something that works for you, stick with it. Stick with it, okay? Ransom and Randolph makes a great product, and I just use UltraVest Max for everything. I know it's a bit more expensive. I can get the, what's the other one? Just UltraVest, I think it is. Not Max. I think there's another one that you can use for silver and yellow gold. But this one here is great for white gold too. Okay, so, and hit the subscribe button. hit the like button and comment. To keep mentioning it, that I'd like you to comment, because the more comments I get, the more the algorithm for YouTube sees that there's interaction and that people like what I'm doing. If you like what I'm doing, great. Comment, tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me if you'd like to expand on some of this, where you see something and you go, well, maybe I missed something. Hey Frank, can you show me that, a little bit more about that? So anyways, I say this all the time. Be kind to your animals, otherwise don't have them. You see my little puppy dog, my little dogs are no longer puppies. They're 20 pounds each. They're great. What are they, about 7-8 months now? And be kind to your farm animals and enjoy the chicken eggs. Okay, I think I might go in and make myself a sandwich, a nice fried egg sandwich, with sprouts on it and cheese. And okay, you guys, see ya.